Yes, indeed. In fact, I do watch other stuff than Hunter x Hunter. And no, this video is not to declare that Hunter x Hunter is the most original show ever and everything is stolen or ripped off from Hunter. No, not even the slightest. It's fine to enjoy a lot of stuff at the same time. It's completely fine. And I do enjoy a lot of other series than Hunter, just Hunter x Hunter happens to be my favorite. I really like this show and I like the whole story in general. However, there is a lot of declaration from other mangakas who wrote other shows that they attribute a lot of ideas that they came up with to Yoshihiro Togashi's work. To put it simply, Togashi is the favorite mangaka of your favorite mangaka. So we're going to explore other shows that have a lot of similarities with Hunter x Hunter. Once again, that does not dismiss the other shows. It's just that it's a thing. Let's start with a really beloved show, Naruto. So, the Naruto manga was released in 1999, 1 year after the release of Hunter x Hunter. And yeah, I can very obviously say that there is similarities with Naruto and Hunter. Some similarities about the premise. One wants to be a Hokage and the other wants to be a hunter. But that's not the type of similarities that I'm talking about, because having a main character that has a singular goal and it's a very obvious goal, that's not a hunter thing. No, that's just a shonen thing. There is a lot of similarities in the hero's journey in the anime. The beauty of a specific show comes from the journey that the MC goes on and the other characters that come and go throughout the whole show. So yes, the similarities I'm talking about are not surface level and as simple as the main characters are alike. Nah. The similarities I'm talking about is that the author of the show literally says so himself. In 2009, during the 10th year anniversary of the release of Naruto, the mangaka Masashi Kishimoto sat down to do an interview with none other than Yoshihiro Togashi himself. It's a very fun interview, by the way. You should read it. In that interview, Kishimoto expresses his love for Togashi and outright says that he took a huge inspiration when crafting the story and fights of Naruto by reading Togashi's work. However, he mentions that the work that inspired him is from YuYu Hakusho, Togashi's other manga. If you don't know YuYu Hakusho, you should really watch the show and read the manga. It's really dope. Then why put it in this place if he does not say that he took inspiration from Hunter x Hunter? Because Togashi himself, and you don't have to take Togashi's word for it, you can just read Yu Yu Hakusho yourself. Yu Yu Hakusho was before Hunter x Hunter, and Togashi took a lot of elements from Yu Yu Hakusho, refined it, and put it into Hunter x Hunter. So yeah, Togashi basically took some stuff from his own work, and other people took some stuff from Yu Yu Hakusho and implied it in their own work. So yeah, it proves the point. He's the favorite mangaka of your favorite mangaka. Now, number 4, and believe me, I have not written anything on this slot. Number 4, My Hero Academia. Shut up. Not take this anymore, okay? You know that I get bullied from my friends because I say sometimes that I enjoy My Hero Academia, and I really do not care about the fandom and the whole other stuff and the meme that goes around about My Hero Academia. I am very honest about it. My Hero Academia is a good show that has a lot of flaws in it, and the anime, I really enjoy the animation. I really enjoy the fight scenes between All Might and All for One, the fight scene between Deku and Todoroki, Deku and Muscular. I love the show. However, there is a lot of bad episodes in that show. There is outright nonsensical episodes, and there are some arcs in the show that are completely useless and does not serve the story in any way. However, why am I mentioning My Hero Academia in this video? Is the story of My Hero Academia similar to Hunter x Hunter in any way? There is some similarities, but I once again will attribute these similarities to just being a shonen thing. However, from the first time I watched My Hero Academia, I laughed out loud. from basically the character design of the main character. Look at Deku. And who's the secondary character that is always on the side of Deku, and he takes all the spotlight. Oh yeah, don't say it. He's a character that has white hair. Come on, just be subtle about it, not like that, man. So yeah, you understand where I'm coming from. The similarities are just obvious, and I really hope I didn't read My Hero Academia, by the way. I only watched the anime. I really hope that the ending of this anime will not go for a story that Deku will go so dark, and as a result of that will get punished, that he will not be able to use his power again, because this trope has been perfected in the story of Hunter. So if they go through with that, I don't think that will stick the landing for My Hero. If you want us to talk about My Hero Academia in the future, I can do so, no problem whatsoever, in a rational manner, alright? A rational manner. No extremism from the fandom, and no hate from the people that do not like My Hero Aka or do not like the extreme fandom of My Hero Academia. Just a rational conversation about My Hero Academia. The good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly. Let me know in the comments. Number 3. There's 3 shows at number 3 that I want to talk about. Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, and Full Metal Alchemist. What are the similarities of these shows, and why do I group them together, and why do I want to talk about them in relation with Hunter x Hunter? Well, before I start, one of the writers of Jujutsu Kaisen said in an interview one time that it is embarrassing when someone asks him about the amount of Hunter x Hunter volumes that he has in his house. So yeah, he basically says that he really enjoys Hunter x Hunter and enjoys Togashi's work. And once again, why wouldn't you? He's a good writer. He writes good stories. What I want to talk about, more specifically about Attack on Titan and Full Metal Alchemist, there is this trope that has been going on for a while in a lot of shonen stories, which is basically the descent of the main character to be turned into somewhat of a villain, or he does something so radical by the end of this story that was set up clearly from the beginning. I don't want to spoil like Full Metal Alchemist or Attack on Titan for someone who hasn't watched these shows, but if you know what I'm talking about. And yes, I do draw a lot of parallels from the story of Gon in the Chimera Ant arc. The similarities are apparent. And by the way, these 2 shows, like Full Metal Alchemist and Attack on Titan, are one of my favorite shows. And yes, they are one of the shows that I will be making a lot of videos about in the future here on the channel. All that I'm saying is that the way this specific aspect of the story is not found in a lot of shonen, and I believe that it was started from the story of Hunter x Hunter. The bead that I'm talking about is the deconstruction of the shonen genre in general, the deconstruction of the main character, the happy-go-lucky main character that basically gets extremely dark, not because the story has to make him dark, but because simply it was the correct path of that character and it was executed perfectly. Number 2, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Hold on a minute, one second. Yes, I know for a fact that JoJo's was before Hunter. That's just a fact. I cannot deny that. I know for a fact that JoJo's is a pretty fun manga, and it's a pretty fun show, and yes, I totally agree with that. At this point, I believe that Togashi is the one that taken some inspirations from JoJo's, and to be honest, JoJo's sometimes do the same thing. I'm talking about the power system. Of course, the nin system in Hunter x Hunter is unparalleled. It's the best power system in all of anime. However, the nin beast thing that is explored more in the Dark Continent or on the Voyage and the Succession War on the Succession War arc, it's pretty understandable to say that that's like a JoJo's thing. So yeah. You got me. And yeah, JoJo's is a pretty fun show. It's a pretty dope show, and it's a gray area on this one. Who takes from whom? I don't really know. And let's just leave it at that. There is some inspiration going on between the two. I just want to talk about these shows so much. And number one, of course, without a doubt, it's Oda's One Piece. Let's read this together. A few years ago, I met up with Togashi Sensei. That's Oda's words, okay? Oda is speaking. A few years ago, I met up with Togashi Sensei for the first time in a long time at a certain place and thanked him. Togashi Sensei said, "Right, I cannot tell you what we were talking about, but I can tell you that I have been grateful to him ever since he judged my work for the Rookie of the Year award. I have been following Togashi's work since his award-winning works, and I have an image of him as a cunning author who can change his appearance at will. He shows his ability in important places. That's why I can't take my eyes off him. I admired the freedom of Level E. I believe writers can become slaves to their reader. In that sense, Hunter x Hunter is also free. It's cool. Congratulations on the Togashi exhibition." Yeah, that was like a very, very fun letter, and there's a drawing that Oda sent to the exhibition, and I can clearly say that both mangakas are like good friends or like peers in this line of work. Both of them has tremendous respect for one another. Actually, in the anniversary of One Piece, Togashi slid in a straw hat in one of the panels of Hunter x Hunter. Artists show major respect, and that's what it's about. It's fine that your story has a lot of similarities here and there from other work that you respect. The main thing is that you take these elements and make it your own. That's actually one of the reasons that I like to talk about Hunter and other shows and other works of fiction, obviously, because it's been a dream of mine to work on this specific project. I will say what's the goal of this channel, or one of the goals of this channel, and why I'm doing it in a future video. Actually, in next week's video, I will say this. I think it's gonna be the 500 subscriber special, so help me out and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I hope we can continue on this journey together, enjoy talking about these works of art together, about a lot of animes, a lot of manga, mainly Hunter x Hunter, I will promise that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.